adaptability is a game changer. So is there a room for impulsiveness and spontaneity when you're in the game? Can you change the strategy in the middle? Can you help us with some examples or scenarios where you have, changed it, an anecdote or something of that sort?
Of course. So, like I mentioned earlier, all your plans will not survive contact with your opponent because your opponent will spend all their time trying to see how they can evade you. So, if something catches you off guard, you will try to initially frame it in terms of, is it similar to what I've looked at? Maybe I can copy something and adapt it a little bit. But a lot of your pre-game preparation has to be, if I'm thrown in at the deep end here, how do I face it? So quite often when I was playing knockout matches, you would finish your main time control, then you'd get to faster time controls each time. And as you get to faster and faster time controls, you should be ready to play openings you've never played before. And you should be willing, you should just say, I know nothing about this stuff. Most likely in a few moves, I'll be on my own, but I'm ready to face it because I need to be able to catch my opponent off guard. I need to be able to pose problems that, you have to be ready to take a lot of risks. In most of my world championships, I have often made last minute decisions. Suddenly I sense something. I sense that probably my opponent is looking a bit confident, or perhaps he's not. And based on that, you just have a gut feeling and you think, I'm going to do something completely different. So in most of my world championships, I've had to do this. I discard the strategy at home and I decide I'm going to try something else. Based on my experience and all, I have a sense that this might work. And it's just an intuition that what you had planned is maybe not going to go as well as you expected. Sometimes your opponent confirms to you afterwards, oh, you escaped what I was hoping to do against you. Sometimes it turns out that they bluffed you correctly, but you almost always have to throw yourself into unknown territory. But again, part of that is when you're training at home, you have to simulate situations where you're in unknown territory and try to see how do you react when you're in an unpleasant situation? How do you react when you don't know what to do? Are you able to improvise well? And then you work on those skills. You have to be ready for any situation. And I would say ready mentally, because it's impossible to be ready technically for everything. But you have to be ready for the thing. If I'm completely helpless at the board, am I ready to play chess? And that has to be the attitude that you have.
Thank you.